So hi guys, it's finally time for another DVD update. It's been a while since I've done this, but then again, it's been a while since I've been able to get any DVDs and all that. Sorry, this is probably going to turn out kind of dark. I hope you can see well enough, but I kind of found out this is probably the best spot in my room to do videos like this at. I kind of want to start doing videos like my DVD updates like this, where I'm sitting in front of the camera showing the movies and all that. I've kind of noticed that's how most people do theirs. It's like there's not many people like me who did them like just pointing the camera at the DVDs and all that. And people seem to enjoy these more done like this. Well, anyway, back onto the dark subject. There is a lamp right here next to me, but unfortunately, I kind of knocked the lamp off my desk the other day, and it hit the wall, and then the bulb exploded, and yeah, I just have to replace it. So anyway, here are the DVD updates. The first one is actually kind of a unique movie for me in some regards. But the first one it's called Area 51, it's called Dreamland rather. It's basically a documentary about obviously Area 51, and basically it was done back in 1996, so it's a pretty old movie, relatively speaking, at this point. Basically this British journalist and documentary maker was essentially, he was trying to prove that there is something going on, unearthly in origin at Area 51. Now, admittedly, I was kind of diverging my attention between this movie and talking to somebody I know on Yahoo Messenger last night when I was watching this. So, I may have to watch this again at some point. You just totally focused on that. But honestly, this is the first real documentary I've seen that's not like in TV show form, and by that I mean like TV style documentaries or shows like. Well, have you ever seen Intervention on? I think it's on A&E or one of those channels. Yeah, that's what I mean. But like, the movie kind is like this. I can't really compare it to any other documentary since I've never really seen any other movie style documentaries. But it was okay. And yes, if you're wondering, I am into the whole UFO. That's one of those things I have an interest in. And yes, if you're wondering, I do believe there is life out there in the universe somewhere. Whether or not they know about us or they've been here or we've had any sort of contact, I don't know. But maybe we have, maybe we haven't. I don't know. But I do believe there is intelligent life out there somewhere in the universe, at the very least. But the documentary itself, it was okay. Would I recommend anybody and everybody watching it? No, I can't say I really would. It's not one of those movies I would say go out of your way to watch or whatever. It was okay. I think the best part about it, the documentary, is probably the interviews. They showed some relatively old at this point, relatively old footage of like UFOs and people recorded, but I didn't think most of the footage they showed was really that great. Anyway, next movie is this next movie is actually one of the only two movies I got from this guy that I actually have already seen. And this one is Bruce Almighty. Yeah, I saw this in theaters when it first came out, and stars Jim Carrey, obviously. Basically, Jim Carrey's character is this reporter who basically he's kind of unhappy with some things, and he starts blaming. I think he starts blaming. From what I remember, he starts blaming God for his problems and stuff like that. And God, who is played by Morgan Freeman, decides to let Jim Carrey's character have his abilities for a certain period of time while he's on vacation or whatever. And yeah, it's a pretty good movie, I think. Yeah, If you haven't seen it, I definitely would say go see this. Go rent it or something. Yeah, I really love Morgan Freeman in this movie. And I mean, I like Morgan Freeman anyway, but I really like him as a guy in these two, in Bruce Almighty and Evan. I assume I would like him in Evan Almighty too, but I've never actually have seen that one. Yeah, I actually haven't seen that movie in years though. In Bruce Almighty. Now this next movie is a movie I had wanted to see, but I never actually got to. It stars Adam Sandler, Christopher Walken, and Kate Beckinsale. Basically, it's Click. I'm actually not a major Adam Sandler fan. I've only seen a handful of his movies, like Billy Madison, The Waterboy, Little Nicky. What was the other one I'm thinking of? Happy Gilmore, I think. Yeah. My favorite Adam Sandler movie is The Longest Yard. I've seen that one as well. My favorite Adam Sandler movie is probably The Waterboy. It's not even probably, it is, but yeah, I haven't seen this yet. Basically so far at this point, the UFO documentary is the only one I've seen or I've watched yet. Yeah, so I'm going to be watching some of these later on, probably tonight or whatever. These next two movies are actually sequels in the franchise. I have the first one, so definitely when I found out my old friend was giving these away, I definitely bought them. I mean, not bought them, I definitely wanted them. And that's basically The Matrix Reloaded and Matrix Revolutions. Reloaded, I actually saw Reloaded in theaters, and it was actually the first Matrix movie that I saw. I saw it in theaters, and I didn't have a clue what was going on in the movie. I was kind of confused since I hadn't seen the first one yet. I didn't really know what was going on. And finally, the last one is actually one of those collection kind of like sets. Let's see. It's basically, this one is, I was trying to get through the whole video without saying something like that. I'm sorry. The last movie that I got from them is AMC Monster Fest Collection #1, Cult Classics #1. There's four movies on this. It's The Atomic Brain, The Brain That Wouldn't Die, Carnival of Souls, and Night Tide, which stars Dennis Hopper. I haven't seen any of these movies yet, but here's the thing: all of them pretty much have fairly low ratings on IMDb from people. And here's another thing too, kind of to let you know the quality of at least this one movie. The Brain That Wouldn't Die was actually an episode of Mystery Science Theater 3000, so I believe it was. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was. So if you've seen Mystery Science Theater 3000, or you know that show's about, yeah, that should pretty much tell you the quality of that movie. I think on IMDb that one has like a user rating of like 2 point something. But anyway, that's all the DVDs I got from him. There's actually at least he told me yesterday that if I wanted any more, just to let him know and to come by, and I could have them, because he's pretty much going to give all these away anyway, or sell them. So I mean he said if I wanted to, just come get them. Yeah, as many as I wanted. And I was actually looking at his list before I did this video. I saw one movie on there that I didn't notice when I looked at it the other day. It's called, well, I'm not going to say what it is, because I probably will ask, can I have it? And if I tell you what it is right now, there wouldn't be any point in doing it as a DVD update later on. But I looked it up on Wikipedia. It sounds like a fairly sad movie in a way. It was described as like a comedy drama type of movie. I guess like how Little Miss Sunshine looked. I assume I didn't see that movie, but I assume that's what it is, a comedy drama too. But it actually seems like kind of a sad movie from what I've read. It may not be, but it sounded like it to me from what I've read. But anyway, I guess that's going to be it for now. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in my next DVD update.